Yeah, Hare Krishna. Today Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shlok number, second chapter, Shlok number 47 we are. So in this shloka, it is very important. Krishna is telling about karma and our rights on our karma, not the result. So it's a very famous shloka. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भूर्मा ते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि. So Krishna is telling here that you have right to work, but you should not think about the result. It is very relevant. We have already discussed about it, that it is very relevant. If we keep thinking of result, then we cannot give our 100% to our work. But if we don't think of result and we only concentrate on our work, then automatically we can give our 100% and we can achieve the desired goal. So that's why, because Arjuna he was thinking about the result, what will happen. So everyone will die, and then it will be a sad moment, and if I fight and if I kill the people. But there are different cases. For example, if you are for example, if one mother is slapping her child, so is it good or bad? Generally it is considered as bad. Nowadays in outside India even you cannot do that. They may call the police. But still, if the boy or the son, he has stolen something from other house, then it's good. Okay. So now next question is, if someone is slapping a aged person, it is good or bad? So that time also it is depends upon the situation. Like if that person is terrorist, so it is good. If he is a good person, then it is bad. So everything depends upon the situation. So that is why we have to see everything good or bad as per the scriptures. Like for in country, we see everything as per the country's law. It is good for country, good for the citizens or not. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita is the law book for all the souls. And Krishna is telling us that do not think of the result, think only about your duty and do your duty properly. Otherwise, you will be bound by the karma. Okay. So if it is you are bound by the karma, then you have to take birth here again and again. Why here taking birth is so bad? Because birth itself is very painful. When one child is in mother womb, he has to go through so many painful situations. Like he is packed in a tight bag for 9 months, and that too ulta, no? Opposite way. No? His legs are up and head is down. And now in mother womb, many insects in the womb will cut him and he will lose his senses. It will be painful, unbearable for him many times. When mother is eating something very spicy or sour like that, or some hot things, then he will feel pain in his body. So birth is very painful actually. And that is also very painful. Old age is not painful. Who wants to become old? And disease are also very painful. So we don't want to come to this material world again and again to take birth. We should think that how I can get rid of this situation, because every day there are some distress. Like every new year, when the 1st January is coming, we wish each other Happy New Year. But after the 1 year, you calculate how much happiness you received and how much sadness you received, or some distress you have received, tension. So the ratio is totally like very little happiness and lots of distress. So that's why Krishna is saying, don't attach to your result, otherwise you will be bound to this earth. And there are two kinds of duties. People knows about only one duty, and that is duty of the body. See, duty of the body is like you are a child, you are studying to become a doctor, manager, engineer, professor, or scientist, or something like that. And then you have to like marry, and you have some responsibilities for them, you will earn for them. So these are the duty of the soul, duty of the body. Bodily duties are different, and soul's duty is different. Like bodily duty, because you got this body from your parents, so you should take care of your parents. Soul's duty is you are part and parcel of Lord Krishna, so you should worship and serve Lord Krishna. That is soul's duty. So how we obey the duties of our body, like taking care of the family and doing some job, that is bodily duties. And soul's duty is chanting Krishna's name, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And why Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Because in Kali Santaran Upanishad, which is a part of our Veda, Kali Santaran Upanishad, it is written that once Narad Muni, son of Lord Brahma, went to his father Brahma and asked, Father, Kali Yuga is approaching and it is a very dangerous yuga. People are like intolerant and they have no faith on Lord, and they will be fighting with each other. Then how they will go back to Godhead? How they will be liberated from this material world where death is happening every time? Then Lord Brahma replied, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Brahma said, Iti Shodashaka Nam Nam. This mantra is said by Lord Brahma. This mantra is not given by some ordinary man or some Baba or Bapu. This mantra is given by Lord Brahma himself. So it is very important, very precious. And Lord Brahma is saying, Iti Shodashaka Nam Nam. Shodashaka means 16, 16. Ye 16 naam. Iti Shodashaka Nam Nam. These 16 names. 16 you can count. Hare 1, Krishna 1, Hare 1, Krishna 1, like that. It's 16. Iti Shodashaka Nam Nam. Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. Kali means Kali Yuga, this Yuga. Kalmasha means all the distress or the problems of Kali Yuga. Kalmasha, pollution. Kalmasha Nashanam. Nashanam means destroy. So only this mantra can help to destroy all the pollution of Kali Yuga. Pollution means the pollution in consciousness. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya, like all these pollutions. नातः परतर उपाय, और कोई उपाय नहीं है. नातः, there are no other way. सर्व वेदेषु दृश्यते. After seeing all the Vedas, Brahma is coming to this conclusion that there are no other way. Kali Yuga, for Kali Yuga people, they need to chant this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then Narad Muni asking, because in Every mantra in Vedas, there are some rules, regulations. You should be maintain, like you should maintain very much cleanliness and etc. Then asking, Kasya vidhiriti, Kasya what? Vidhiriti, laws, rules and regulations to chant this mantra. Brahmaji is replying to Lord Narada, नास्य विधिरिति, नास्य विधिरिति, कोई विधिरिति नहीं है, no rules and regulations. So you can see. So there are no rules and regulations to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Shuchiriva ashuchiriva. You are clean or unclean, you can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra all the time. So this is the only one mantra. You don't need to follow the rules regulations, because Kali Yuga people cannot follow the rules and regulations. If I tell you, go to Himalaya and stand on one leg and chant one mantra, you will not go, obviously. You cannot stay in a forest or in a a secluded place like Himalaya. But if I say you, okay, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, you can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yeah, you can do that. It's practical, right? So we can do that. That is Bhakti Yoga. So this is the food of soul. You can see in any religions, it may be Islamic, maybe Christian, maybe Sikh, anywhere, any religion, they take some beads and they chant in the beads. You should have a mala, means like 108 beads, and you should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then next beat, one mantra to one beat. So this is the practice. This is the duty of the soul. He is actually feeding the soul, because body's food is different, soul's food is different. It's Krishna's name. And listening Bhagavad Gita, this is also duty for the soul. There is an example, like our body is like cage. Under the cage there is a parrot or any kind of bird, and one queen, she had a golden case, and everyone appreciated that case, that wow, it's very beautiful. So she kept cleaning that golden case, but she forget to feed the parrot inside it. Then one day that bird died, that beautiful bird died, and after bird left body, now who will appreciate her case? No one, because case was only for that bird. Like similarly, our body is like case, and we are the soul, and we are not feeding the soul, and we are feeding only the body. We are only making body beautiful. Then what will happen? Then soul will not understand that I am soul. He will always think I am body, and that is the bewilder situation and the illusion situation. Illusioned. He will be illusioned. Soul will be illusioned. So in this shloka, this is very important shloka of Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, shlok number 40. नेहाभिक्रामनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवातो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायतो महतो भयात्. इस प्रयास में ना तो हानि होती है ना ही ह्रास, अपितु इस पथ पर की गई अल्प प्रगति भी महान भय से रक्षा कर सकती है. So in this effort, in material world, you want to achieve something, you failed. For example, you wanted to establish a business, or you wanted to be a doctor or IAS officer, and you failed. Then people will call you as a failure. But in bhakti, in spiritual world, it's not like that. In this birth, if you have finished your bhakti, devotion, for example, 100% you can finish, then you can go to Krishna Loka. Goloka, Vrindavan, Golaka Vrindavan. It's a Bhaum Vrindavan. It is in like earth, because when Krishna came for pastimes, it's Bhaum Vrindavan. There is Golaka Vrindavan, Vaikuntha planets. So you can go there. But even if you cannot do in this lifetime 100% surrender, for example, you are doing bhakti and in 20 it is finished. You became 100 of age or 90 of age, you left this body. Then in next birth, it will start from 21, not from 0. But in material education, it will be like if you finish even PhD, in next birth, they will not consider you PhD. You have to study from the nursery itself. So this is the difference between spiritual life and material life. We have to start from the 0, but in spiritual life, you can start from where you finished in last birth. For example, you finished your bhakti in last birth on 50, then from 51, you need to start your bhakti. Hope you have heard about Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv is a 5-year-old boy. He was a 5-year-old boy. And once his stepmother said very harsh words to him, and he became very offended and very sad. And then he decided to, like, because he went to his mother crying, then mother said, why don't you also go to Lord Vishnu, and he can give you greater kingdom than your father, because your stepmother is saying na ki you cannot become king or cannot sit on the lap of your father because you are not my son. So Lord Vishnu has given everything to your father, your grandfather, so he can give you too also. Then he went to forest, and Narad Muni was his guru. He chanted Krishna's name, and within 6 months he got darshan of Lord Narayana. How it's possible within 6 months? Because in the last births, he were already doing bhakti in many ways. That's why from where he finished, only 6 months left. That much bhakti only left. So if we do some little effort, for example, from today you are starting Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting, little effort, it will help you to deliver yourself from great fear. See, everybody's heart, there are lots of fear. But when we chant Harinam, when we take shelter of Bhagavad Gita, when we take shelter of Lord Krishna, we become free from all the fears. We become more confident in our life, in every way. So, little effort will bring lots of success. This is said in this shloka. So, what is the best education here? We can understand that Kashta jo hai, in Kashta means the distress in this material world. It means there are some imbalanced thing in our life. So we need to balance it. For example, if you are having pain on your, like maybe stomach pain or head pain, headache, then there are some problem in your body. Similarly, if you are getting lots of distressful condition, so there are some problem. So we need to balance it. How? We need to balance the material and spiritual life. Then only we can become happy. And if we don't balance it, we will be materialistic person and we can become never happy. Some people think that, oh, if I become rich, I will be happy. Then nobody would cry inside a BMW car, right? He is rich. Or nobody would cry in a palace-like house. If someone become rich, he cannot be happy. So there is something else to become happiness, and that is spiritual life. Like fish is always happy in water. We are spirit soul, not body. So the natural life of a spirit soul is spiritual life. So that's why every day we should do something for our spiritual life, like chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, reading Bhagavad Gita every day. Maybe you cannot read for 2 hours, it's okay. Read for half an hour. It's in soft copy now in mobile. If you are going by bus or if you are sitting somewhere, you can read in your mobile. Everybody is watching mobile now. Nobody will stop you to reading. If you read like taking a book, they might stop you. Oh, and they make some fun of you. You are so young. Why what the need of reading Bhagavad Gita like that? Krishna says that only very intelligent people come to me. So if you are reading Bhagavad Gita, it means you are very, very intelligent as per Krishna. Okay. A normal person tell you intelligent and God is telling you intelligent. There are lots of difference. So that's why we need to balance our life. We need to think that how much time within 24 hours, how much time I give to my body, how much time I give to my soul. But body is temporary and soul is permanent. So that's why to whom we should give more time. If you cannot give more time, at least 2 hours you can give. 24 hours, 22 hours you can give for another work, but 2 hours you can give for this. So in these 2 hours you can read Bhagavad Gita, you can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can at least offer a tulsi leaf at the lotus feet of Krishna. It's very easy. In this chapter, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Shlok number 59 is very important. Vishaya vinirvartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. देहधारी जीव इंद्रिय भोग से भले ही निवृत्त हो जाए, पर उसमें इंद्रिय भोगों की इच्छा बनी रहती है। लेकिन उत्तम रस के अनुभव होने से ऐसे कार्यों को बंद करने पर वो भक्ति में स्थिर हो जाता है। It means that if someone is sick and he like pizza, pasta, samosa, fast food very much, but he is sick, so doctor said no to fast food. That doesn't mean that he has no desire. Now he has no desire for fast food eating. No, it's already there. From inside he should be determined, not take any unhealthy food. Otherwise his body will get some pain, some problem, some disease. So he should understand this, right? Similarly, for soul, sense gratification is very harmful. Now, because mobile is there, people are watching anything and everything, and that is harmful. People are taking many negative thoughts from other people, that is harmful. They could learn many things like listening the recording of Bhagavad Gita, and they also can read Bhagavad Gita. They can listen some kirtan, very sweet kirtan to relax and to concentrate and to meditate on Lord. But they are not doing this, and what they are doing? They are doing something else for sense gratification, and that is very, very harmful. It is said here. So next, what we can learn? Like we should be very determined. Then only we can become successful in any field, material or spiritual. We should be determined. We should leave our lethargy, procrastination, and cheating propensity to ourselves. Like for example, tomorrow is your exam, and you are not studying at all, and you are watching your mobile, some videos, some movies. It's a waste of time. But if you are regularly studying since the first of the day of the year, then you will be very confident. Similarly, it's not like that at the age of 70, 80 you should read Bhagavad Gita or you should become devotee, then only. No, you should practice from now itself. Then only at the time of leaving body you can remember Lord, and then only you can go back to Godhead. This is very important. So that's why every person should follow the both duties, duty of the body, duty of the soul, together to balance the life. So he will be always happy. And how we can leave the other things, bad habits and all, when we get the taste of the best rasa. For example, there are lots of restaurants, and you are already know the taste of all restaurants, and one restaurant came and it's very tasty. It provides very tasty food and low calorie food. Now everyone is now very much of health conscious, figure conscious. So then the people will go to that restaurant because they are getting some higher taste and higher health benefits. Similarly, when you read Bhagavad Gita regularly, you will get some higher taste. Then automatically you can leave your all, like procrastination or bad habits or lack of confidence. You will become very much confident to do whatever you want to do in your life. But we must keep practicing. We cannot leave practicing. So we must keep practicing means we must read Bhagavad Gita every day. All successful leaders, they are good readers. Okay, so that's why we can see that all great person, they always read. Even Einstein used to read Bhagavad Gita. So there are so many people, they took shelter of Bhagavad Gita and their life changed. So that is why okay, if somebody say no, it is not true or something like that, you can experiment on yourself for at least a few months. You can study regularly and you can see how your thought process are changing. You are becoming more confident and you are becoming a person in goodness. A person in goodness means he remain happy in all the situations. And what more you want? Everyone wants happiness. So in 62 and 63 shloka is very important. 62 it is said, Dhyato vishayan pungsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho bhijayate. इंद्रिय विषयों का चिंतन करते हुए मनुष्य की उनमें आसक्ति उत्पन्न हो जाती है और ऐसी आसक्ति से काम उत्पन्न होता है और फिर काम से क्रोध प्रकट होता है. सो दिस इज द वे. लाइक वन बॉय, he is like seeing a girl in her classroom or something like that all the time, and he keep thinking about that girl. So automatically, because he is thinking continuously about that girl, he will develop some strong attachment to that girl. Okay, and because of that attachment, he will develop some calm, means some, he want to have a relationship with that girl, like that. And when he propose the girl and she reject, she may reject, like then he will become very angry. So when he becomes angry, so then if he is not a good person, anything can happen to the girl, like that, right? There are so many acid attack. Why? Because of this. First they become very much attached to the girl, and when girl rejected, they could not accept it. Now they will say, oh, I loved her so much. If you loved her so much, then how you can think bad about her, right? So it's actually not love, it's lust. Love is totally different. So from lust, what happened? Anger arises. Now next sloka is saying, Krodhat bhavati sammoha sammohat spriti vibhramaha smriti bhrangshat buddhi nasho buddhi nashat pranashyati. And from anger, what happened? He will be totally engrossed in that situation. मोह उत्पन्न होता है, मोह जिसे बोलते हैं. Like Dhritarashtra, he was under moha. He was under so much of moha that he could not say no to Duryodhana in any case. He might be like a murderer. He wanted to kill Pandavas. Then also Dhritarashtra supported him. And when someone is lots of moha, then his smaran shakti, the memory power, that also destroy. When you are in anger, you cannot think. You can watch yourself. You cannot think properly. And after anger, you remember, for example, it's a brother sister fighting. Then there is lots of logic, but you could not remember at that time, and later you remember so many points like that. And because of all this, your intelligence will not work, and then there will be a great fall down. So it happens when we are not focused on anything, even some material goal you are having. For example, if you want to become some good position, or good position you want to achieve, like that, you should be very focused. If you are not focused, then you cannot achieve. Similarly, if we are not focused in our Bhagavad Gita studies, in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in thinking of Lord Krishna, or what are the duties of the soul, if we are not focused, then we cannot progress in spiritual life. Why it is important to progress in spiritual life? Because we are soul, we are not this body. The bodily progress will be vanished with our body at the time of death. But spiritual progress never get vanished. That's why we should not keep thinking about the about something, like to enjoy something. For example, if you love some sweet, particular sweet, and you keep thinking, then you will be starving for that. If you don't get it, your mind will be agitated, you will be feeling very bad and like that. So we should not keep thinking about any vishayan, that what is taking our intelligence, and arises anger, can get arises out of it. Whatever is coming like its own accord, then we should accept it. We should not go for the more sense gratifications. Whatever is needed, for example, you need to eat, you should eat, but you should not go for some sense gratification, drinking alcohol, or eating killing the animals, or like that. That is sense gratification. It is said here. Okay, that example we have already given. So we should be very careful from the harmful thoughts. See, negative thoughts come by itself. We need to do hard work to bring positive thoughts. आपको ढूंढना क्या है? जब कोई चीज छुपा होता है, उसको ढूंढने के लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. जो सामने है वो तो सामने है, नेगेटिव थॉट्स तो आएंगे, पर जो पॉजिटिव है उसको आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा कि या दिस इज द नेगेटिव सिचुएशन, बट व्हाट पॉजिटिव इन इट. सो वी नीड टू take that positive thing. And when we follow both duties, duty of the body, duty of the soul, then we can free from all these kind of feelings, dvanda. This is good, this is bad, oh I became successful, oh I became failure, like that, uchit anuchit, like all the dvanda, we will become free. Once, Birbal was a minister in Akbar kingdom, and once Akbar asked him, tell me something that whenever I read it, I become it will always work. Whenever I read it, it will always work. Then Birbala gave him that don't this time will go away from your life. Happiness or distress, temporary in this material world. That's why Bhagavad Gita says don't become very happy when some success comes, that you become very proud and you don't think the people of your standard, and you misbehave them because now you're in a big successful man. So that is temporary. Today you are successful, tomorrow you will fail. And failure is also temporary, so no need to be unhappy. So no need to be happy, no need to be unhappy actually. You should be always in a blissful condition. When you work on a spiritual platform, you don't care about all this happiness and distress. So you are fixed in your duties, you keep doing your duties. And जैसे किसी ने तारीफ कर दिया, तो आपको बहुत अच्छा लगा, और आपकी बुराई कर दिया तो आपको बहुत बुरा लगा, then that situation will not come. And next point, when we are balancing our life, spiritual and material, we will having no expectations from anyone. Expectations means distress. No expectations, no distress. We should expect from ourselves. We can control our desires, we cannot control others, that's why. And all the good qualities will enter within us, and we can live a blissful and happy life. Hare Krishna.